Hey guys, I'm Christine. Thank you so much for having me here today. Just a quick show of hands here. Who's ever been at the hospital? Yeah. And who has ever met one Filipino nurse? You guys are lying because there's a lot of us. And if you haven't met one, that's me. I'm her. I'm a nurse. And yeah, this is gonna be my story today. So I can change the slides too. So my story started from my VCE. I graduated in 2014 from Braybrook College. If my teachers are watching, hi miss. And I did community services as my vet subject with the VCE course. And in 2017, I graduated from Australian Catholic University with a Bachelor of Nursing. And I went on to start working as a registered nurse at Epworth Healthcare, and I still am there today. I've had experiences in brain injury, rehabilitation, a couple of years in orthopedic surgical nursing. So if you guys need any advices on your hips and knees, I'm here. You can come and find me after. And at the moment, I am an anesthetic and recovery nurse. So I'll give you a bit of advice on how you can have a good sleep. But yeah, well, see me after. So how did I land in my vet community services during year 11 and 12? At the end of year 10, I actually transferred to a new school, which was Braybrook. And the assistant principal at Braybrook College interviewed me prior to my acceptance to the school. And then time came when I needed to select my VCE subjects. And then I chose what I thought would be beneficial for my goal of being a registered nurse. Miss Panna, the assistant principal at the time, she's now the principal at Braybrook College, she mentioned to me about vet community services. Honestly, I didn't know what it was, but it sounded a little bit more enticing than mathematics that I didn't want to do. And my mum agreed that community services is good. I didn't understand why she said that, but I just agreed with both of them on the condition that, yeah, like I said, I didn't want to do mathematics, but Filipino parents, I just ended up doing both. So the advantages of vet community services for my year 11 and 12 self aspiring to be a registered nurse was actually quite significant. Sorry, how do I go back? There we go. So it actually confirmed to me what my passion was, and it provided me with a unique opportunity to step foot in the healthcare and social assistance industry at an early age and gain an insight on what it was like within the industry. I completed work placements at Vinnie's and what we now know as Scope, which is a facility that works closely with who we call the disabled members of our community, except they perform jobs that just were different on the way we do things, but still achieving the same outcome. I knew from then that I wanted to be the voice of the stigmatized and the vulnerable population groups of the community. And, growing up in the heart of the Western suburbs, a lot of our kids are stigmatized and have been given limited access to successful pathways. And I just wanted to break that stigma. I wanted to be an advocate for those who miss out on opportunities because they are different. This made me realize that, being a nurse was one of the best ways to go, not just because I'm Filipino and half of my aunties are all nurses. So, but it was because I am passionate about it, and community services really made me realize that. And now I get to do it in my everyday as an anesthetic and recovery nurse. Part of my role is to ensure the patient's safety before, during, and after the procedure. And it's where their safety can be compromised and they're not able to speak up for themselves because they're asleep. It must be nice, but it's all good. We advocate for those people. And yeah, so I guess I just wanted to leave you guys with a couple of encouragement for all of us in the room. So how can Victorian schools assist students in becoming excellent achievers? Like with the goal of this conference today, it's not to limit student options. Inform students on available educational pathways, including traditional and non-traditional approaches. There's 5 of us. We've all come from different pathways, and there's only so much more that I know is available and will be made available in the future. And encourage and enable students to career days and expos, maybe as part of a school excursion. Scott mentioned earlier, there's a trades excursion. Sign your kids up there. And yeah, just be patient when your students come knocking at the door. I graduated in 2014. I still knock on my teachers' doors and just ask them for some wisdom. And also, last but not least, just continue to believe in your students. They need it more in their final years of school. But honestly, we're just too shy and sometimes prideful about it. But yeah, so that concludes my speech. I thank you all so much for today, and I hope you all have a good day.